What's going on, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are back with another mini-sode of my reverse diet diaries. Again, I think this is something that I find it kind of boring because I'm just kind of sitting here chatting, but apparently a lot of you do like when I share these things and you like when I talk about it. So we're going to keep up with this. Unfortunately, this is not the best reverse diet so far. As you've known, I just have so much going on this month and just have a lot on. So this is not the way you should reverse diet. So if you can learn anything from me in today's video is to reverse diet properly and do not do what I do, but I'm just sharing with you the reality of what it is. Sometimes I know what I should do and what I need to do. However, because I have just dedicated this whole year to myself and my bodybuilding and prepping and competing, I felt like I owed it to life, my clients and people around me to put my nutrition in a little bit of a back seat. Obviously, I'm very much still focused on my off season, my improvement season, and I'm doing a lot of things and everything else, ticking all the boxes that I can to make sure I have the best improvement season possible, to make sure I have the best prep possible moving forward. It's just been a bit challenging with the nutrition, but hopefully I can document this and just share with you guys how I've been trying to manage it the best I can. It is the best I've been mentally about it in the past, and I would have talked about this. Anyone who's competed would have also experienced this, but it's really common to go into a binging, bad relationship with food, being super food focused, kind of like a state. Post-comp's very normal, we've all been there, but I've just been the best mentally so far. A lot of times I am a little bit food focused, but I'm very much controlled, and rather than me eating because I want to, a lot of times me not eating to my plan and to my macros is more for other people. So that has really helped me a lot to make this all about them and the people and work rather than about the food itself. So I'm not focused on the food and the hunger and all that kind of stuff. Yes, of course, I experience all those things, but I'm very, very much happy to be able to just eat my own food and continue as per my plan. However, it's just, life happens. So where did we last finish off? So basically, obviously you guys know that I was in Queensland for a work trip, which was super successful because SLEGION came back with 2 pro cards and all our clients looked amazing, did well, debuted on the national stage, yada yada. So it was a great trip, met up with my family, lots to do there. So basically just before I left, I was sitting at 45.5. So I did do a little bit of a lower calorie couple of days prior to leaving in preparation for knowing that I'm going to be eating in excess when I'm over there. So that is a strategy that I've chosen to do. I know it's not the most ideal, but I still made sure that I ate enough so that I could recover and I could still train well. So I wasn't really crash dieting or trying to kill myself. I wasn't doing excessive amount of cardio. I was just not bumping my calories up as I normally would in a typical reverse diet. So I'm sort of in a maintenance phase at the moment. I know what I'm doing is not most ideal for muscle gain, but I do plan to enter a proper lean gain phase soon when life kind of settles down a little bit. But right now I will kind of consider myself in a maintenance phase. I'm still training hard and training with the intention of growing, and with my nutrition, when I can, the intention of my nutrition is to minimize fat gain. And obviously I'm very flexible with what I'm eating right now. Again, it's not something that I would recommend. So in an ideal situation, you would not be doing what I'm doing, but again, this is what I'm doing and this is what I did. So anyways, when I went to Gold Coast and Brisbane, the main goal was to make sure that I hit my protein. I just want to make sure that every single meal I was eating, every single meal that I ate had protein. It's the main thing. I pretty much ate 3 meals a day, sometimes a snack. So I'd always go to a beautiful lunch place. I generally would still have bread that I normally always have. It's good to go to cafes and order nice high quality breads. So sourdough and things like that. And then beautiful free range poached eggs. So I always do poach because with anything else scrambled and stuff, they just put a lot of oil and butter and whatnot in there. I probably had scrambled eggs possibly once, and then all the other times I had poached eggs. And there was a few beautiful places that also did like chicken on the side. So I went to this cafe called Paw Paw Cafe, as you would have seen, and then I had like an avocado toast, which is again nice, clean, and then I would have chicken on the side, which they allowed me to order. And then I also had a chicken sandwich at the lovely Paddock Bakery before we had a not so clean French toast. So I definitely enjoyed myself there. But like I said, I tried to, breakfast generally is a little bit more calorically dense, and I have a huge appetite in the morning. I don't know, I'm just the kind of person, like I wake up hungry, and it's just, yes, how I function. And then I try to always keep lunch a little bit cleaner. And when I'm at the shows and stuff, sometimes I'll like pack my own food. So I bought some, you know, like deli chicken from Woolies, as you would have saw in my other vlog if you watched it. And also I packed little protein bars and some rice cakes just in case I get really, really hungry during the show. So I pack little things like that. And then we always have a big dinner at nighttime. So had a few nice ones. So we went to a Japanese restaurant with my cousin. So that was kind of clean. And then obviously post comps, clients would want to eat a little bit dirtier. So obviously we went to an Italian restaurant with Ethan. On the night of the first comp though, we did just have like Korean, and I had a nice like rice bowl. We call it bibimbap. So it's like a little rice bowl. So I got my protein in, some rice, a little bit of veggies, and for desserts, I was obsessed with this place called Yochi frozen yogurt. So it's kind of a little bit on the lower fat options for dessert, I would say, although the toppings I chose were not exactly low fat, but you get what I'm saying. There are so many other worse things that I could have had. However, in Gold Coast, I still treated myself to Messina. So again, the fats went up there. So I always had dessert, but I tried to limit it to just like a dessert a day, whether it be donuts with the breakfast or whether it be something in the evening. So that's how I kind of managed it. So I was there for, let's see, 4 days. And then the last day before leaving, we had, again, big breakfast, however, much cleaner lunch. So I had a poke bowl. It was beautiful poke bowl. So got my protein in there. Again, everything nice and clean and a bit on the lower fat. So when I choose my proteins, I generally go for chicken breast if they have it, or I like to do prawns or anything raw. So again, with poke bowls, you can always do like an ahi tuna or something like that. I love salmon, but I tend to stay away from salmon, especially when I'm traveling, just because the calories just add up to be quite a bit. And this is another reason why I try to stay away from avocado as much as I love it. So when I did order the avocado toast, I literally like scraped off half the avocado. I know I'm a little bit wasteful, but I know I'm gonna be busting the fats with all the other fun things I'm eating. So that's how I try to manage it. I just eat a lot of protein, make sure I still have carbs, and I try to manage the fat the best I can. But yeah, so that's what I did. When I came back, I think I had a day. So after I came back on Tuesday, I arrived on Tuesday, on Wednesday, I was back on like 1,700 calories. And then on Thursday, we did have a meal out. I had a Vietnamese salad bowl. So my weight did spike the following day a little bit. However, I think it was mainly just due to like the sodium and whatnot. I don't know. And then pretty much since then, Friday, dropped my calories to 1,400, which was a little bit low, but I was just training arms that day only. So I really didn't need that much calories, because the next day, which was Saturday, we had another competition, and then it was also Ethan's birthday. So after the whole day of competing, we went out to have pizza that night. So I kind of pre-planned for that. And then the following day, used those pizza calories to train quads really hard. And then I had another friend's birthday, so we went out to a lovely wine bar and had like bits and bobs. I was very, very controlled on the Sunday, and it did pay off, because after that my weight pretty much started to stabilize and started to drop back down the following week. So pretty much this week I have been good all week, literally on my macros all week. I'm in between 1,600 to 1,700 calories, and at the moment I'm 46 kilos, so that is, yeah, so 3.5 kilos above stage weight. I did bite the bullet and go take some progress photos yesterday. I wasn't really happy with it, honestly. But when I look at myself at the gym, I am. And I'm training well, and so I go back and forth. And that is just the reality of what it is post-comp. You're gonna go through feeling very conflicted. as to sometimes I just want to enjoy myself. I deserve this, but at the same time you're like, I want to be good. At the same time you're like, I just want to eat and grow. I need to put on muscle anyway. At the same time you're like, I don't want to look soft. So again, every day is a battle, but I've done really, really good this week. So pretty proud of myself. And whilst I'm feeling kind of soft, at the same time I feel like my muscles look nice and full, and I've been training well, and I've been sleeping well, and I'm like a little bit less food focused than I was a couple of weeks ago. So at the moment I am about 11 weeks post show, so we've passed the 10-week mark, and I think 10 is the magic number, just based on experience and stuff. After the 10-week mark passes, you feel much less food focused, much more energy. Obviously there's still things that I would like to eat, but I'm very much happy with just having a couple of bites. You don't have that crazy urge to just want to eat and keep eating and not stop eating a particular thing that you normally would a couple of weeks post-comp. So I'm pretty much past that stage now, and perfect timing because I'm about to head off to Queensland again next Tuesday. So this weekend is going to be hectic with back-to-back shows. So I have clients competing on Saturday and Sunday, so it's going to be insane. I'm going to try my best to, obviously I can't train both days because I'll be at the shows all day, so I'm going to try my best to manage what I eat but make sure I still eat. So sometimes the hard thing about these shows and when I'm so busy is that I just don't eat all day, which is not good. So that's something I've been kind of prioritizing, making sure that I have protein entering my body at least 3 times a day. So I might just bring a protein bar or perhaps like a small meal there, and hopefully I have some time to eat it. And that's what I'll be doing this weekend. Hopefully get a little bit leaner just from running around a little bit more, but I don't know because I'm not training this weekend, so I could gain or I could lose weight. But so far, I'm gonna pop up my weight graph over here. So that's how my weight has been trending. So that's where it's at right now. And then hopefully Monday and Tuesday, I will be very good, very on track, get 2 really solid sessions in. I plan to train quads on Monday and then a push day on Tuesday. So if I can get really good sessions in then, and then Wednesday, back session before I leave, and I'll be flying off that evening. So I plan to, I love eating airport food. It's something that's really hard for me to deal with. So last time when I did travel over, I didn't eat any airport food at all. So I plan to do the same thing. There's just no need for me to eat airport food. So I'm gonna bring a thermos and bring a meal with me to have on the plane, and perhaps a protein bar as well. So that's how I'm gonna deal with the travel situation on Wednesday. And then as of Thursday, I will be without any food scales or human scales for me to really keep track of where I'm at. So that's pretty much a little bit of a reverse diet update. So I'm still hovering between 1,600 to 1,700 calories on the days I do track, probably eating out about once or 2 times a week. I will probably end up eating out for dinner this weekend just because, or even lunch. It really just depends because I know Jeremy won't be bringing food, and obviously we'll both be at the show, so it'll just be easier, especially if it's late, for us to just go and grab a dinner together or lunch together after the show. I'm sure after Sarah's show on Saturday, the whole team who's there supporting her and stuff will be hungry, so we're just gonna go out and have a meal together, and I probably will try to pick something as clean as I can. So that's what I've been doing to kind of manage it. Again, I'm really proud of myself with how I'm managing it. So my weight has gone up and it's kind of came back down. So this is not ideal for if we're trying to do a proper reverse from muscle, but at the same time, like I'm saying, I'm sort of in a maintenance phase right now. I am trying to lose a little bit of weight because I've gained that in the past trip, and I know I'm going to put it back on in this coming trip, and then I'm going to try to lose it again, and then I will after that do like a more proper reverse where I really would aim to get my calories a little bit higher. Ideally, the goal is for me to be able to maintain a good body fat percentage at about 2,000 calories, and then perhaps do a lean gain later on. I don't know, I just have so much coming up, and my house is getting built, and there's just like a lot going on right now, but my relationship with food is better than ever. I am so able to just take a bite of something and just not want any more. So that means a lot to me, for me to be able to do that. Anyone who's been through an extreme dieting phase or prep knows that that's really, really hard to do. But I've been really good and disciplined, so I'm really happy at myself. Like, I mean, disciplined as I can be. Everything is to plan, basically. So on the days where I say I'm going to do something and stick to my plan, I do. And then on the days where I allow myself to not, I obviously don't. So everything, I guess I'm coaching myself. So I have to hold myself accountable, and I have to be like kind of realistic with myself. So that's what I've been doing. And yeah, so 3.5 kilos above stage weight, looking fluffy, but also full. I did train delts today, so they're looking nice and juicy. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. I will be continuing to vlog whilst I'm going on my second trip to Brisbane and Gold Coast. So I'll bring you guys along with me. Please let me know if you like my travel vlogs. I feel like my last travel vlog didn't do as well as all my other ones. Like I feel like you guys prefer when I'm actually talking about fitness stuff and my reverse diet and whatnot. So please write in the comments what kind of content you want me to give you. I'm trying to just stay on top of it and just continuing to provide like as much content as I can, even though I'm in my off season right now. So sometimes I just get a little bit lost as to the direction and as to what kind of content to show you guys. But just want to share as much as I can, document this, have fun, entertain you guys, give you guys something to watch whilst you're on cardio, and just a little bit of an insight as to how I'm managing my crazy life right now, working every day, flying, still trying to be a pro, still trying to be social, still trying to be a wife, still trying to be a daughter, still trying to be a friend, and just trying to still make memories whilst not blowing out. And hopefully I feel like I haven't, but sometimes I just get a little bit paranoid that people are going to look at me and be like, oh my gosh, she's really blowing out. So that does play on my mind. So I'm hopefully, by me sharing this with you guys will know that I also have my own insecurities, and that hopefully will make you feel normal if you do as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a like. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.